to 6. Psalm 103 verse 1 to 6. 103, Psalms 103 verse 1 to 6. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thy iniquities, who healeth thy diseases, who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowned thee with loving kindness and tender mercies, who satisfied thy mouth with good things, so that their youth is renewed like the eagles. The Lord executed righteousness and judgment for all that are oppressed. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks, for Christ is given. Jesus Christ, the Son. Give thanks with a grateful heart. Give thanks to the Holy One. Give thanks, for Christ is given. Jesus Christ, the Son. And I, let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. And I, let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich, because of what the Lord has done for us. Give thanks. Hey guys, welcome back to Codes of Worship, and today I have a very, very special message for us today, and for some of us who pay close attention, it could mean a form of sober reflection. This message today can mean a source of sober reflection for some of us, and I honestly hope that someone is blessed by it. And I would like for you all to encourage me with your likes and your comments, because that's the only way I can truly ascertain the people that, you know, receive this message and love what we do around here. Because really guys, it's not easy. Like, it is not easy at all. And a big shout out to all the successful YouTubers out there. You guys are doing a very great job, speaking from experience. And today I'm going to be sharing a personal message, you know, and like I said before, I hope someone is really blessed by it, because this is something that I had to like take days to learn. This is something that I took days to understand the full concept of what I had gone through. Now, very quickly, sorry. Okay, very quickly, a few weeks ago, I was in so much distress and in so much pain. Now, I've been through a lot of shitty situations in my life. Honestly, I've been through a lot of, you know, severe situations. But God is faithful. Really, God is faithful. And sicknesses have been one of the things I've struggled with in my life. And a few weeks back, I was down, and so I took this medicine that usually I react to them, and I only react to these medicines at night. The reason is best known to scientists. So on this particular night, I was so down, and I was in so much, like, the reaction was so intense, the fever was so intense, like the pains were so intense that night that honestly I wished for everything to just end at that spot, because I was in so much pains and in so much agony, and there was no one to help me. And usually I'm not the kind of person that likes to disturb other people when I'm going through something, or when I'm in a situation, or when I'm, you know, even when I'm sick. I'm not the kind of person that likes to like burden other people. But on this particular night, I remember I dialed my sister's number because she was asleep in the other room. like she was asleep in the next room that day, that particular night. So I dialed her numbers, and her numbers were like unavailable. Like they were totally unavailable, and I was just there lying on the bed. I couldn't move, and I was just shaking. I was having fever, so I was shaking like water leaf that was freshly poured water. And in that moment, in my moment of pains, I just thought, talk to the Lord about it. I just said, why just tell the Lord about it. And you know how someone talks when they are having severe fever? My teeth was like all gritty, my body was shaking, like it was shaking, and then I couldn't speak, I couldn't pray in my mind because everywhere was it was as though everywhere was just noisy. But so I was speaking out loud, I was telling the Lord, and I was praying, and nothing was happening. Instead, I was just getting like the pains were just getting more intense and much longer. Like the pains was so much that night, and then in my pains I grew so angry. I remember I said to myself, I spoke out loud, I said to myself that night that I serve the Lord, I do according to His will, I obey every instructions I'm given, regardless of whether they are comfortable or not, regardless of whether I have the resources for them or not. And I remember that night, I was recalling that night that many times, many days I'm sick, I go to church, I go for rehearsals, and on other times I have to like tend to other people, like a way of mentorship to other people, regardless of my own state of mind or my own personal needs. And yet I had to pay dearly for something I had no control over. I remember that night I was really angry. I was speaking to myself, and I said, even Job, I told myself that night, I said, even Job had it all once together. He had it all together once before God took it away and gave him back. Or was it like a personal hatred God had towards me? I was saying all of these things, and I was saying them out loud in my frustrations. And I said out loud again, I said, I know what a preacher will say to me right now. They'll say, go to the hospitals. Some people's legs are hanged. Some people are dying of cancer. Be thankful for what you have now. And I was like, must I be dying of cancer before God I see the goodness of God? Like I said out loud that night, I said, must I lose my parents before I see the goodness of God? Must I suffer all the hardship there is to go in this life before I see the goodness of God? I was speaking to myself in all that frustration, and the pains was just getting so intense, and at the point I was struggling to breathe. It lasted for such a long time that by the time it was wearing away, and even though it didn't completely go, it was just where I felt so weak and so used, as though I had struggled all night. And before the pains didn't even completely go until 4 days after. Now, what is the point to this story? Sometimes, when we are going through situations, when we are in some kind of space, we forget the goodness and faithfulness of God in the past. We forget that we were once saved by Him, redeemed by Him, provided for by Him, helped by Him. We slowly allow the deceit of the devil to creep into our minds and slowly let blasphemy crawl into our hearts. And David said, bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all His benefits. Now, we do not know the intensity of suffering or the intensity or the situation David was in at that moment, but he spoke with his mouth to his spirit, even though his flesh was weak. Now, God do not tempt us, but He allows us to be tempted. And I probably failed my own test woefully, forgetting that He has once saved my life, prevented me from death, healed me, until I realized. Now God expects us to hold steadfast in His love and His promises, even in the storm. And Proverbs 3 verse 5, it said, trust in the Lord with all thy heart. Lean not in thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. I was meditating on the Bible verse, Isaiah, Psalm 46 verse 10. It said, be still, know that I am God. And Isaiah 46 verse 9, it said, do not forget the things of the old. For I am God, there is no one else like me. I am God, and there is none like me. Today I come with a new message that says, be still in the storm. Do not be swayed by the challenges of life. Do not be swayed by the problems that comes your way. Rather, trust in the process. Watch and pray, and trust in the faithfulness of God and the faithfulness of His mighty works. Can we just worship? My help cometh from the Lord, from the Lord, from the Lord. In my weakness I remember your grace. All your promises I see, all your mercies I have felt. My help cometh from the Lord, my help cometh from the Lord. My help cometh from the Lord, from the Lord, from the Lord. In my weakness I remember your grace. All your promises I see, all your mercies I have felt. My help cometh from the Lord, my help cometh from the Lord. Great are you, God, greatly to be praised, greatly to be praised. Father, you reign, great are you, God, greatly to be praised, greatly to be praised. Father, you reign. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening, and do not forget, if you really enjoyed this video, if you really enjoyed this video, please give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment on the comment section. Until next time, do not forget, my name is Tayo, and this is my keyboard apprentice. He's still learning, so don't judge him too harshly. Until next time, bye.